at Legend, we have done everything we can to mitigate risk as much as possible. Like all investments, this investment comes with risk. So, what Marty and I have taken is our 20 years of experience in the real estate investing industry. And we have implemented all of our learnings after all of these years. So, from market selection, property selection, running pro formas, going through negotiations, the full acquisition process, getting the right team in place, property management, investment management. We do all of that for our investors. We do all of the heavy lifting, and Legend investors get to be completely passive and hands-free. So, that gives peace of mind to our Legend investors that we are implementing our experience that we've learned over all of these years. Second to that is Legend focuses exclusively on turnkey properties. So we're not doing a cash for keys model. We're not doing large scale renovations. Our business model does not rely on mass evictions and value add projects. We're starting as close to market rents as possible in buildings that already exist, that are already tenanted, and that are already cash flowing. So newer properties, of course, has lower maintenance costs as well. And if they're built in 2018 or newer in Ontario, there's no rent control on those buildings. So we really focus on that turnkey asset to, again, reduce the risk. Now, next in line is the tenant profile. We focus on providing quality housing for working class tenants in desirable and growing locations. So this creates the lower vacancy rates and it reduces just overall eviction. So we know what we're looking for. And in terms of location, our flagship property, and I'll go back, I had an earlier slide, is in Waterloo, Ontario. And location is one piece that you can't change. So selecting in these desirable locations where tenants want to live and where they work and where they're close to amenities is extremely important. And that comes back to our experience in the property selection process. We also focus on acquiring those existing buildings so we don't have the development delays. So we are focused on those multifamily properties that are existing. We're not a fund that does developments, okay? Or at this time, if Legend were to ever do developments, it would be a completely separate entity that we are exclusively investing into existing turnkey buildings. And for our investors, when we come back to that portfolio piece, is that you are owning a piece of a property in a growing portfolio of properties. So when Legend investors come into the fund, you're subscribing to Class A trust units. So you're not investing into one particular property, you are investing at the trust level. Now, this is extra important when it comes back to that diversity piece. So think about it this way. If you own a 2-unit home, which I own a lot of those, we have definitely built our portfolio over the years. If you own a 2-unit home and you've got one vacant unit, you've got 50% vacancy on your building, okay? If you own a 60-unit apartment building and you've got 6 vacant units, you've got a 10% vacancy, right? So our Legend investors get to invest into all properties that we continue to acquire. So we're focused on our flagship one at this time, but you are subscribing to the overall trust. So you own a piece of a growing portfolio, which just further mitigates your risk.